You just go to twitter.com, Mark Atwood. So this is my Twitter page. I've got 429 followers. See there, I retweeted Toxic Health. So Toxic Health tweeted about it. That got seen by 4 people. I then retweeted it. It got seen by 429 people. And then somebody else, one of my friends, will retweet it. Before you know it, within a matter, we launched it on, I think it was last Thursday. On the first day, we had 700 hits to the website, just from Twitter.
On my brother was here on the way to work, on Radio 1 in the mornings, one of the guy who introduced his wife hates all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just to prove a point, she started something up, and she's never been on it since she very first started on. She's just got the most ridiculous following. She's phenomenal.
Well,
and earlier just chit-chatted.
Because 10 million people heard it on the radio. But yeah. It's powerful stuff. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, to get 700 hits on day one for a website, that Toxic Health is not search engine optimized. We're not doing any advertising. It's just viral. You know, there's lots of different ways of skinning a cat. And I predict that Toxic Health website will earn me about £20,000 a month within about 6 months. It's a free service, just using Google AdSense.
There was a Google ad on the side advertising some...
Yeah, that's the irony. That's the irony. You know, people click on it or they don't. AdSense, you all know what AdSense is? Yeah. Do you know what AdSense is? Well, this is hilarious because the sun cream companies that are selling this rubbish are actually paying us money. So we're actually taking money away from their profits by sharing information that slags them off. Because Google isn't smart enough yet to you can't. I mean, they've got the content network. If you go back to Toxic Health TV, just click on the link there to the website. Do you all know what AdSense is? No? Those adverts there by Google, okay. As an advertiser, you can, welcome back by the way. As an advertiser, you can say to Google, I want you to show my adverts in search on Google. I want you to show my adverts in AOL and the other partners that use Google to power their search. You can say, I want it to be shown on iPhones, on laptops. And they also have this thing called the content network. The content network is basically people who have websites that paste some code into the web page, and then Google serves contextual adverts to those web pages. So the spider reads the text on the page, and then goes and finds all the advertisers that are advertising under those keywords, and then puts those contextual adverts up. Somebody comes to this page and clicks on an ad, I earn a commission. You know, that's what all those adverts are about. I know AdSense multimillionaires in the States. Just build sites like this all day long and get traffic. And the traffic clicks and they just earn money all day long. There's lots of ways of skinning the cat. Any other questions? Yeah. Not at all.
This is a revenue question. With regards to Facebook, I know you mentioned them at the start. What percentage of their revenue would you say they generate? What comparison would you say the revenue they generate from advertising and what they generate from data of the actual individuals?
Well, that's a good question, and I don't think anybody knows at the moment because the whole question of what they're doing with their data is very contentious at the moment. I have no idea because I don't work for Facebook. I did get a T-shirt off Facebook because I got a 100% click-through rate on an advert. Nobody's ever done that, apparently. You know those little adverts you see in Facebook? I'm going to tell you about this. Facebook is a very, very low, at the moment, low-cost way of generating leads. For you, you could probably go onto Facebook and say, I want to advertise my Word 2007 guide to students in Manchester. Because you can actually search whether somebody's a student and they're in Manchester. Or you look for a keyword, Manchester Metropolitan University. And you could say, click here if you're a student at Manchester Metropolitan University. You go onto your Facebook page, you see that, you're going, well, I'm a student at Manchester Metropolitan, I've got to have a look at that. You can't resist it. So you go on and you, oh, it's a word made easy. You can suddenly, and the cost per click, I'll give you an example, in the invoice finance industry, the cost per click on Google AdWords for invoice finance is about £12 per click. Per click. That's huge. It's market driven. On Facebook, we did some adverts for them advertising to managing directors in Manchester, in London, and etc. Made the adverts relevant to the person's demographic profile, which is how you get the highest click-through rate. By the way, on Facebook, the average click-through rate is 0.04%. It's very low. My average click-through rate is sort of 0.9%, 1.2%, and on one I got 100% click-through rate. It was very, very niche. The more niche you go, the better. In that case, I was looking for employees of a company called, I can't remember what the company was called, but I said, if you work for this company, click here. So they go into Facebook one day, they're playing Mafia Wars, or they're reading somebody's love life, they see that, and they go, yeah, I'll click on that, and that's me. It's all about, but back to the thing at the start, it's about message to market. Always create a message that fits the market. And if it doesn't fit the market, ask the market what it wants, and then adjust the message. It's pretty simple stuff, isn't it? So I'm sorry I can't answer that question, because I don't work for Facebook, but Facebook, back to the point about invoice financing, the cost per click on the Facebook advert was about 20 pence compared to the £12 on Google. Slightly different market, slightly different needs and wants and desires, but you're getting, back to the old question about buying in the data, you're getting real life data right now that you can market to. And it does worry me about, you know, what they're going to use our personal details for. And there are questions around marketing that are concerning, you know. But we're here to make a living. Anybody else?
Is there anything to experience when you're setting up things cross-culturally, like internationally, type of things that well here and never tried it, from a global market, and you've just got to tell you?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Every market's different. You think about the difference between somebody in Liverpool and somebody in Manchester. I mean, it's 30 miles away, and they're completely different people. And they react in different ways to different things. You go to America. One of the classic mistakes internet marketers make is they'll set up an AdWords campaign selling sinks, for example, and they'll say, yeah, I want to advertise in Austria, Germany, America, and they're putting the whole campaign into one, all of those countries into one ad group. Now, they can't measure how each different market is responding. So my answer to the question is always split everything down into as many small parts as you possibly can, test it, and then learn from it, and then re-feed it back in. Does that make sense? Yes?
You know, you test it a few times. How long do you test it for before you...
You're looking for statistical relevance. Yeah? So if you've got an advert on Google AdWords, and you got, say you're split testing two adverts. One advert's going to 50% of the traffic, another advert's going to the other 50%. Say there's only like 40 clicks. It's not really statistically relevant. So I'd be looking for 1,000 clicks to get a statistical relevance on an advert click-through rate or on anything else, on conversion rate optimization. You're looking to see what happens over a period of time with a number of clicks. Does that?
But how long's that period of time?
Depends on the market.
Right, so it could... It's a string.
Yeah, it depends on the market. I mean, you could put something online. I mean, I put something online for Nintendo Wii about 18 months ago, and I couldn't, the traffic was just like crazy. And it was like thousands of clicks in an hour. But you put something else up like learn guitar, and it's like 2 clicks, 3 clicks a day. You've got to wait more time. So the market tells you exactly what it wants. And, you know, until you actually do it, using the keyword research tool will give you an indication. If it's got a lot of searches a day, it's going to be easier to test it, or quicker to test it. But if it's not got many searches in a month, it's going to take time. We're nearly at the end of the time, so if there's any more questions, do you want to go to marketingrevolution.co.uk, please? I have an educational program. You're welcome to have a look at it. It's still fairly early doors. I think you're in it, aren't you, Will? Yeah. Any good? Pretty good, yeah. Yeah? I've not paid you, have I? I mean, what kind of stuff do you get from this?
Oh, just a huge amount of help in terms of sequence of trees, to get a workable together, which is very useful. You know, go online, rent the phone, look for the tweaks that can make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, today's been a very brief overview of this whole thing. I could literally stand here for 3 days and talk about it and still not finish. And there's loads and loads of nuances. See, it's a cheesy sales letter. We're doing a video on this to change it, you know, update it a little bit, but cheesy sales letters work. Believe me, they work. You know, test them. You'd be amazed at the different things you could do in every market. As long as you're being a purple cow, as long as you're doing something that nobody else is doing, This is me being a bit of a sheep, to be honest, but I've got some plans and ideas. I've just been too busy to fix it because it's not high agenda. But this program is basically like we send out information, webinars, emails, just bits of information to get you up, keep you up to speed, make sure you're doing the right stuff. Also sharing results, because all the people that are a member of that, they tell us, oh, well, I've had this result, like the Zest for Funding 500% increase. It's like, tell everybody, double gel bras, tell everybody. And we can do it by email. It's a good program if you're interested. Well, I think that's my time up, isn't it? So I just want to thank all of you very much. You've been a great audience and really appreciated you coming. And I hope you've got something out of this. And I hope you're going to do one thing after this, and that's take some action. Because I promise you, you could all be multimillionaires if you do this stuff. And it's not that difficult. Yeah? So thanks very much. Okay, that's it. I've just done a 2-hour talk on internet marketing at the Manchester Metropolitan University Lecture Theatre. And I've just been into it. I keep that. Let's keep it. This is natural. We don't make this stuff. We do make it up. There's no script here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something useful. If you did, feel free to comment on my blog, markatwood.com. Send me an email. Ask me any questions you want, and let's get to know each other. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm running out of worms to say now, so bye.